Texas weather discussion video for Tuesday, the 18th of September. I'm Donovan Neal. Our weather for most of the work week stays nice and dry for the most part. Then we start mentioning a chance uptick of showers and thunderstorms as we head into the weekend. So let's take a look at our upper air look across the nation, across the continental United States. You can see we have our normal September pattern here. We have an upper high over much of much of the south central United States. And we have the remnants of Florence moving on to pushing on to the northeast, so we stay dry. Take a look across the watch warning map. You can see what's left of Florence. We have flash flood watches in effect for parts of New York State and the New England areas near Massachusetts and Pennsylvania, some of the adjacent areas. But down here in the south, we remain pretty quiet. Convective outlooks only have a marginal risk for areas near the Corn Belt and parts of the Midwest. Day 2, pretty much the same thing. That risk shifts to the west, and on day 3, we stay fairly dry with more of the severe weather activity staying to the north. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days, valid through Tuesday morning of next week. You can see that heavier totals remain just to the north of us near northern Oklahoma, southern Kansas, and along parts of the Midwest. And down here, we remain fairly wet. That's anything that we see this weekend amounts really 1 inch or more, 1 inch or greater across North Texas, and of course your rain amounts can vary this weekend. Out in the tropics, things pretty much dying down. We have the remnants of Florence, which has become post-tropical cyclone near Pennsylvania, and we have tropical depression Joyce, the remnants of Joyce, that's still hanging on for dear life. It will become post-tropical cyclone tomorrow. No impacts there. But the ghost of Beryl is still in the northern Caribbean Sea, and it's not expected to develop during the next 48 hours or 5 days due to lots of dry air and shear, but it will still produce locally heavy rainfall and a little bit of gusty winds over parts of Jamaica. So let's go on to the model output. This is the 06Z run of the GFS, followed this afternoon at 1 o'clock. At 500 millibars, you can see we have troughing just to the northwest of us, broad ridging down here in the south, and down here we remain dry, forecast dry weather. Highs will be in the mid 90s with mostly sunny skies. Same thing on Wednesday and same thing on Thursday. As moisture starts to increase a little bit, we'll mention a few clouds. Highs will still be in the I'd say close to 90 degrees. But here's Friday. That moisture finally starts to move in here, with a little bit of a surface front moving through, and a high pressure pushing that surface front down here, as well as moisture beginning to evac from the Gulf. So we'll mention a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms, mainly during the evening hours. Highs should be in the mid 80s. And here's Saturday as the weekend begins. You can see Saturday, most of the state is wet for the weekend, and highs will be in the mid 80s as a result of that. And pretty much the same deal on Sunday. Most of North Texas remains pretty wet. Highs will be in the mid 80s, with of course mostly cloudy skies. And I say the best chance of any one spot getting wet this afternoon is this weekend is pretty much in the 50-50 range, with widespread coverage of scattered showers and storms about. And here's Monday of next week. Monday, there's a little bit more indication that we could still stay a little bit wetter. We'll mention it. We'll throw in a chance of scattered showers on Monday, but highs will still stay in the mid 80s. And here's a week from today, Tuesday, the 25th of September. We have troughing just to the north of us, and down here we still stay dry as a result of broad ridging down here. Highs will still be in the mid 80s with mostly sunny skies. And here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Thursday, the 27th. We have troughing near the Great Lakes. Down here, that looks like a nice surge of cool, dry air. But you can see for the numbers coming off of the European ensemble for the next 15 days, you can see that nice surge of cool, dry air is reflected off the European ensemble. But for now, we still stick with relatively warm conditions. Highs mostly in the highs mostly in the low 80s to the low 90s to upper 80s for this week, and then we drop to the mid 80s as we head into the weekend, and then we drop even further as we close September and head into October. Remember that we don't, and keep in mind that we don't really have highs in the 70s until we reach very late September through early October. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll run it in the blog. Next video here is expected to be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch your local TV stations on the air this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and Godspeed.